everyone to our fourth meeting of our grief support group. We're just going to start off like usual by doing our highs and lows. So who wants to start with their highs and lows?
I'll go. My low is that it's snowing outside, and my high was getting to see some of my family. And it was like,
I guess my high would be getting to know the teachers great. That was pretty fun. And my low is not being really sick this week. So I just I'll do my highs and lows too. My high would probably be I got to go to a concert with my son this weekend, which was really fun. His little but and then my low would probably have to be just being extremely busy. Feeling like I don't have enough time to get everything done.
I would say that my low would be that my daughter was in a car accident, and my high would be seeing her in the time.
Mm-hmm. My low would have to be that I'm just overwhelmed right now with school. These next 2 weeks I'm gonna stop. My high would have to be seeing all my friends again after break.
I think we're just going to open up the floor now to talk about some of our concerns dealing with the process of grief, where we are, if anybody has any specific concerns or just anything they kind of want to vent about. This would be the time.
Well, I could start. As you guys know, I'm here because my uncle passed away, and it has been a few months now that he's passed away. But I guess it's hard for me because before his death, my family and him were we were really isolated from each other. So I didn't get to spend a lot of time with him, and then he got really sick, and I didn't go visit him at the hospital as much as I should have. My mom was there for him like every day, but I was just there with him. I went and visited like once or twice, and then I was there when he passed away. So I guess it's like a little bit more of regret on my part that I didn't take his illness seriously. I just thought it was another time that he was going to be in the hospital and he was going to come out fine. It was kind of a shock to me that he like passed away.
Anybody else have a similar feeling of maybe regret?
guilt.
Guilt?
Yeah. My uncle a couple years ago committed suicide. We were very close. And like I just kind of felt guilty because as growing up, me and him, I was like his daughter. We spent a lot of time with fishing and everything. And then as I got older into like high school and stuff, I got caught up with like the everyday activities and maybe saw him once or twice a week. And there's a lot of guilt on my part just because I feel like if I would have spent more time, I would have seen how he was feeling. And it's also like hard to grieve in my family because everyone just wants to push it under the rug and pretend like it didn't happen. And that's been a struggle.
Has this helped you somehow since this is the second time?
A little bit because I'm not able to like talk about it. Like when I'm back home, I can't even mention his name.
Well, for me, my mom passed away in 2008. She was going to surgery for double transplant, and so she'd been sick for a couple of years before that, doing dialysis and whatnot. So in that time, I kind of prepared myself to deal with what would happen, and what my family would be like without her, and I kind of I told myself she was going to die so that if it did happen, which it did, I could be the rock for my family. And so that's just been a really hard struggle for me. And I just don't really know. I feel like I haven't had my time to grieve yet because I've just been the one supporting my family and holding everybody else up. So, and you guys have really been a great outlet for me.
Do you feel like you have the ability to do that now?
I mean, at home I do still, but here it's been a great release. I do have my third degree now. I've learned some coping skills, so I guess in a way it's helped me a lot. But then when I go home, it's still really challenging. You know, to stand next to my dad, who still feels like he has this big hole and he's just completely lost after 2 years now, and I don't know, I still struggle with that. So
Maybe you might actually be worth opening up to him. You know, maybe he might actually like hearing that you feel some of the same things, and you wouldn't have to feel like alone anymore. Just opening up to him. It's always a good thing to keep working on, so you don't feel like you have to be the rock.
Do you have other brothers and sisters?
I'm an only child.
It's just you and dad.
I mean, I have my cousins and my grandparents and aunts and uncles, but at home it's just me and my dad, and we've kind of distanced from my family a little bit, so I mean, he has, so it's still a struggle, at least for my mom's side of the family.
You still talk to them?
I do, I'm really close to my mom's side of the family, but my dad's side and I was adopted when I was a little girl by my dad's side, so I've always kind of felt a little bit distance from them. I mean, ever since I was young. But he's always been very close to them, and he's always never had a real connection with my mom's side of the family, which I have. So it's just gotten a lot more apparent and stronger since I was passed.
Yeah, Peter. Um, I know in some of the past weeks we talked a little bit about our self-care plans, and your story kind of reminded me of the self-care stuff. So maybe we should kind of go back and touch base and see how everybody's doing with their self-care plans. Are people actually doing things for themselves? I know some people had mentioned before about maybe finding some sort of outlet in dance or an activity. So has anybody actually been keeping up with that?
Not yet. No, I've been kind of busy with my kids, and my sister was very close with my kids, so I like their other mother, so I feel like I have to be both of us now, more than I probably need to, but it's hard with them. They want, they miss her, so we're just I overcompensate.
I I still continue to dance, and it's an outlet, but I guess it's been a few months already, so it's sometimes like it goes in and out of my head now. But it's just that guilt that I wasn't with him, um, and I haven't been able to express it to my family because I'm like embarrassed that I feel this way. So it's I don't know how to explain that. Like dance helps me, but not to like cope with it, or I don't know how to explain that.
It helps you kind of feel like numb almost.
Yeah,
Or you can get lost in the dance and not worry about it.
yeah. It helps me, but it's not. I guess when I come here is when I think about it the most. But when I'm busy, I'm not really thinking about it. Sometimes when I see my cousins that are his daughters is when I think about it. So there's little triggers that like trigger it that like make me like get really sad about it. Like I'm also in the class that deals with death. It's um, life and death and issues of living and death. So definitely in that class, I like get really sad and I don't even like want to talk in class because I get sad about it. So it's just like little things that trigger it. But on a daily basis, do I wake up and like am I like grieving about it? I wouldn't say I am, but there's triggers and that's when it gets hard.
It does get hard. You have healthy outlets, so you have something that you can do to.
I just try to think about like the good times that I've had with him.
That's a good point for everybody to think about the good things. Anybody else have any input with their self-care? I've actually allowed myself to cry and not keep everything bundled up inside, which is very hard for me to do. So I realized that it's okay to cry and get sad about it.
I've been writing more, which I used to do piano, so kind of good at writing. I used to do it a lot in high school, so I've been writing a lot, and it's a little bit helpful. It seems like everyone so far is doing pretty good, keeping up with everything. Um,
I think you're very close to keep
um, I guess for our closing, we usually do some sort of story of hope or healing. If anybody has any actual experiences, maybe within the past week or so, of some kind of either somebody else that they've seen or personal experience that kind of gave them some hope or some healing in regards to grieving something.
Well, actually, I have been working at the Good Morning Place in Milwaukee, and it deals with children that have lost loved ones, and just watching them be able to cope and deal with like their everyday life has like given me inspiration. And like we tell them that it's okay to cry, it's okay to feel sad, and we try to get them to express their emotions. So I feel like that's been a big like healing process, just like watching them heal.